Joy to the world. Okay. I don't know what to stream today. It's in line up for I turn my in camera. That's progress. Yeah, I think I originally thought about doing Banishers, and then I don't know, just my head feels kind of weird, both physically and like emotionally and all that. Not having a job for a while will do that to you, and recognize you're going to tap into money you don't want to tap into will also do that to you. So I'll pretend to talk to the people who aren't here. About what? I don't know. So I could talk about pro wrestling since I'm wearing all elite shirt. I feel like I'm probably going to be picking some. Either I'll just get back to Banishers just because I've got that now listed as it and Indiana Jones: The Great Circle being in rotation. I was going to do GTA Online, but they don't have any like races I can just do to get RP, so that's kind of, I don't know. It's all I might just do later on. Yeah, I guess pro wrestling. TKO is just evil corporations always, apparently. Where they release people, which is not surprising. There's always the people that have been sitting around, or they're in NXT, they're just not making any progress. So whenever you either release names, you might look and go, I don't know who some of these people are. It's to be expected. But then also it probably would be the people that they're not doing anything, and in years past you'd be really frustrated, like, well, now where are they going to go? But now with, AEW being around and other companies kind of being on the upswing, and it being clear that you can make a living outside of pro wrestling, they're fine, but there's still going to be the principle of the matter of, because like Aleister Black's Luna Vega, Emotion Machine Guns, and maybe a few others, I know they were around for that long. I think it was maybe like a year or so. Like, yeah, I'm going to do this. Okay, bye now, which Motor City Machine Guns, they are one of those tag teams that, like, a lot of other tag teams looked up to, apparently. And I knew of them. That's how big of a name they were. And they're like 2 years, like, yeah, if I were to do anything, I was like, okay. And then I know that New Day just said, yeah, we out, because this is what's really crappy about all of it, really, is like, oh, we're paying you too much now. It's like, well, then use them. Oh, we're already 2 hours on SmackDown. How about you do more house shows then? It's because you try to think about, well, how can a pro wrestler show their worth? One could be they do great matches. Of course, if you don't use them, they can't do that. Well, if they move merch, well, if you don't use them, people may not know about them, may not be aware they have merch, and you have 6, soon to be 5, because they're going to SmackDown back down to 2 hours. They have 5 hours television, and you can't find a use for them? Really? You can't, like cycle in every once in a while, And just, God forbid, you try to put them on to PLE, like, we got 5 matches, and we got all these ads. It's dumb. It's just really, really dumb. And then it's like, oh, we gotta cut millions out of the budget. It's so that we can pay ourselves for executives. Don't look into that. I don't think I'm saying anything that others haven't said, but it's just the truth, and it makes me hate corporations. It really does. I hate it. We need to just tax the ultra wealthy. Just period, full stop. Just. And then we're not going to say that Tony Khan and all of them are perfect. There's things that they're going to do wrong too and have done wrong. But it's like going up to some of these people that you negotiated these big time contracts with them, and then like, yeah, I think it was only maybe like a dozen people. I don't think it was that many major names, of course. for New Day to be considered not a major name is a problem. But anyway, for them just to go to go, yeah, so we know we promised you a few $1 million. Can we like not give you half of that? Is that okay? That way we can pay ourselves millions of dollars because our executives don't do anything. Yeah, that's just, it's straight up. And also just stupid. It's like, why did you give them all that money if you were just thinking about taking it back later? Maybe they were thinking about taking it back later. I have no idea, but it's dumb. Because anytime you are labor, you make the money. You should be able to get however much of it that you feel like you're worthy of. You know, it's just, I test stuff for IT. I should get paid a lot of money because I'm helping you. The programmers who made the programs should be paid lots of money because they're writing up the code. In this case, we're dealing with pro wrestlers. They're not just sacrificing 8 hours a day, five days a week. They're traveling. They're taking bumps. They're getting injured. They're wrecking their bodies. You should pay them all of the money and not take it back ever unless they're like absolutely positively just like you gave them something that was objectively just like a ridiculous contract. But just for New Day to be like, yeah, so we want you to take a pay cut, they have a right to walk out. They are two people that if they'd actually been used, their heels are actually been used properly, they could have made so much more money. They really could have, and they didn't. And it's stupid. It's because they turned heel, and they had like nuclear heat. They turned on Big E. You know, Kofi had that killer line after E said, "I broke my neck." Kofi's like, "So what?" It's like, you motherfucker! What do you mean? So he broke his fucking neck. And then they should have gotten tag titles after that. And I think that the way you could have done their tag title run easily could have been just they win the title, and then at least at first there's a lot of, they don't cheat to win. It's just their opponents make a mistake and take advantage of it. Not in a goofy way, but in a, oh, that person took too much of a high risk. Oh, that person, you like missed their knee strike and like wreck their knee, and just they take advantage of it because like, hey, we want to win tag titles. Don't get mad. Let's get mad at them for making a mistake. And may that be their whole thing. May it be at first. I mean, eventually they just start being evil. It's everyone's like, yeah, we want to win tag titles. We get stupid. This gives us more money. You know, that would have been a better way to do it. And they didn't do that. So it's going to be exciting to see what those two do outside of WWE. Whether it's because if Austin Creed wants to do video game stuff, let him, and it's whatever Kofi wants to do. I will hope that they want to keep doing tag matches. I really do. I mean, they signed, I think it was like a year ago, they signed a 5-year deal. I imagine they were still like thinking about doing the pro wrestling programs. And wherever they want to go, whether it's AEW, whether it's just other promotions, there are dream matches. Because, you know, it's the Bucks and just the Elite as a whole. You know, there's FTR, there's Cope and Christian, Jet Speed could be fascinating to see, Top Flight, Private Party. I think one of them, I think Quinn got injured again, I think. But there's a lot of dream matches there, and if you go through ROH, you know, tag teams they can go up against. You know, maybe they can do some New Japan stuff, and just it's gonna be cool to see. And then just I think Kofi's still got miles in him for sure as well. So let's see what he can do. So this water bottle does that. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fun. It would be nice to have somebody in here that could help me just make a decision. answer would be like, well, if I don't feel like it, just don't do it today. But also, I'm probably not going to stream over the weekend, and I need to make sure I don't burn myself out. Like I know I said in the YouTube video when I first relaunched the channel. But I also don't want to let myself just cop out too easily. Apparently that doesn't want to cooperate for some reason. Whatever. Not sure I'm getting anybody from that Discord channel posting anyway. Like I have 100 things I want to talk about when I'm not streaming. Now here I am, where I could probably just jabber on for a while, and maybe I would eventually stumble upon this. I don't get none. I think as I alluded to, it's just I'm in between employments, and I made kind of a scary realization about my cash on hand, which is from the last week of my job hunt to my first paycheck is going to be me waiting until the 5th Friday after all of that, because the week of job hunting, the last week of it, I'm not paid that Friday. And then there's standard like 2 weeks before you start, so that's another 2 Fridays I'm not getting paid. Then the first week of work, I don't get paid that Friday, so it's the 5th Friday. After my job hunting is done is when I finally get paid, and the time on me having liquid cash is running out very quickly. I think it's like, I think now it'd be like I have maybe 2 or 3 more Fridays before I'm tapping into money I shouldn't be touching yet. It's retirement fund money, but I need to pay my bills. So yeah, that's definitely weighing on me. Visible audience of no one. I tag myself as neurodivergent on these streams for a reason, because I am. It's what my big problem's really going to be is I need to put my focus on job hunting, but I also want to put my focus into seeing if I could do all this content creation stuff really well, and I just can't seem to figure out the balance. I almost need to find a job first, and then I can go for that or win the lottery. If I could win the lottery, that would be really nice. I don't have to worry about a job anyway. Maybe we do. That's a small game, actually. That game I'm looking at is Dredge. And maybe I have something just, I think I want something kind of like low key. There's people that are giving a lot of praise, so. Again, I have on my list of stuff I want to stream at some point. I don't think on the, I forgot what I have listed on the channel. I had a little app that listed it, but I do want to stream it at some point. Again, just want to find something kind of low key, low stakes, low thinking. Because my brain's pretty fried. I guess I like Power Wash Sim. This game unpacking, but let's see what I'll have on here. I'm not sure why I worry about making sure the viewer count's whatever. Ain't nobody gonna find me. I'm buried in the just chatting category right now. Ain't nobody probably gonna find me right now. Going back to just like job hunting versus content creation, I need to start making clips, videos, whatever, that people can actually like maybe even find me doing this, but just probably in reality I probably should just be doing them a lot more passive, like watching something, but now I wanna do this. I'll install Dredge. Why not? Ooh, why not? Maybe we'll get something. Yeah, it's a quick install, so it's not too left. I'll just have moving the camera when necessary. Just posting that, see if anybody want to join me and watch. I'm absolutely sure. Okay. Okay, I'll figure out whether that camera needs to sit there or not. Okay. Passive enable, monsters not target the player, it's carry arena, and it's not spawn. Now we'll roll with it. I'm an American. I'll roll with. Okay. Reflections, emphasis, color, positive, important, negative, both work. Enables if you're definitely play the fishing and dredging mini games with the setting enable. It might be a bit longer, but you'll always successfully complete the mini game. Again, just make sure everything's good and kosher. Rotate camera. I'm not about that. What those class? Job listing. Angler wanted. Almost white knuckling that wheel. Good lord. Oh my lord. Well, that's not good. I think you're maybe also going to live out. Maybe there was too much fog. I don't know if that rock should not be in your boat. That's not good for it. My opinion, at least. The morning light lifts your eyes and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Great Czar. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression, so you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Not willingly, but yes. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah well, I'm glad to see your new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you out of here to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while we get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to tell you this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. Well, that's not good. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Okay. So everything has to fit on here, including the engine and the fishing pole. Okay. Catch fish. Simple enough. Wikipedia. Okay, this is where I can see information about all of it. Okay. We got a map and yeah, no messages or notes. Okay. Fresh start. Meet the mayor of Greater Morrow. Or maybe mayor, I'm gonna say Morrow, because it sounds fancier. Who sent me out to catch some fish and find my bearings. Seems nice enough. Warned me to be back before nightfall, though said something about fog. Bit dramatic task. The mayor asked me to catch as many fish as I can, then head back to the Greater Morrow. Back to Greater Morrow. Okay, that's several times. I'm on a boat. on the one side, the left side, that you can't see. So on the left side, you can see how far up or down the fish is. That's what the fishing minigame is. Neat. Okay. I'm going to put you there. Okay. So it looks like potentially, at least with these easy fish, I can just like reel it up. If I hit the green, it'll reel up faster. If I miss, it drops further down. I assume if you fail enough, it'll just like snap or it'll escape or whatever. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this, for the moment, seems pretty low-key, what I'm looking for. Okay. I can always fish there for a bit before the spot has been depleted. Okay. Exactly what I mean about time being kind of... Sneaking up on you if you ain't careful. Okay, so it looks like USOB, you're all curved and stuff. There. Looks like while you're staying in a menu, they're gonna not be complete jerks. They're actually gonna like pause time for you. That's nice. Okay. Interesting. They're explaining when time moves. So right now time is moving. So yeah, definitely wanna like get back to shore now. Step onto the dock at Greater Morrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Probably feeling it's probably Morrow. I'm gonna say Morrow. I can't help but say Morrow. You step into the dock at Greater Morrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So, to recap, you'll need to sell fish in the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understood? Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Where do I sell the fish? Our local fishmonger will appraise and purchase what you catch. He's open all hours. Off we go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. Okay. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised I found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out there. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more, too. Other towns on other islands might pay you different, but while you'll still get a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. So, let's see what you've got. Oh, there's a sell all fish button. Okay, I didn't see that. Now I have. Okay. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? Research report. A curious-looking component. Could be used to develop new equipment, but would need some investigation at a dock first. We will store that here. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements for your vessel in the yard. Got an achievement. Complete the introduction quest. Yay me. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is up front, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on damage to the rocks, or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around here. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install. So plan ahead. I can't buy it, but... I think I have... Basic fishing pole. Okay, so... Install time, so install operational fishing speed 35%. Needs to be 10%. I guess if I needed a second fishing rod, I'd grab that, but... I really am liking this basic fishing pole I've got. Can't buy it, but this is one I probably want because that is a lovely 40%. Still only works in the shallows though, okay. I don't know if I want to get a second fishing rod. I don't know if I'd have much purpose to it. That's what we got. Okay, I got rusty outboard motor. Again, what does that compare to what I've got? 14 knots. You had 10 knots. But I could buy 2 of them and then potentially get even more out of it, so. Okay, that. Okay, I can. Backlight a candle, just. Okay, so that lets me see further. Alright. I don't know. I don't see a point to get another fishing rod right now. Upgrades. Can't do that. The other thing I can buy is a simple skimmer. I would rod suited to catching fish that live in the shallows. A small spool makes for limited reeling speed, however. Yeah, is that any different? Splinter and fragile, this rod is only capable of catching the smallest of fish. Okay, now I can potentially see. It's sounding like that other one is maybe not as good. shallow. I think that's what it is. Okay, now I'm catching. Now I'm picking up what they're putting down. Okay. Sell that, and then we'll do that. Okay, I think that's all I can do for now. Let me put that storage. Because for now it's just eating up space. Okay. See, that's what I'd use that for. Alright. Hybrid design allows for more flexible fishing style versus calculated assisted reels allow catching of significantly larger species. Okay. Also do engines. Fishing propeller design makes this a reasonable engine for those on a budget. Can't get to other things yet. Let me do that. Now I can buy that at some point. Cool. Alright. Sorry. It's medicine. Sorry. It's medicine here. I've just been so busy lately. You know how it is. Exhausting. Okay, so... There's an improved onboard, but I need 200 to buy that. Okay. Resting until dawn. Alright. Alright. My guess next is just let me just pay off the debt. So... Right now I can't fish like where I was before. I have to go a little bit further out. What's that? Floating buoy. It serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Good to know. Ooh, you big boy. Who is a big boy? I'm gonna put you there. Might actually be able to go back to the fishmonger and just... I might need to, because I don't... I'll be able to fit one more of them, but that's about it. I'll catch one more of those and that's going to be it. Alright. Alright, equipment. Okay, I can't fish there. Alright. Fish here. Nope. Okay. Okay, if these are some smaller fish, I might be able to do that. Okay. I can't fish here. I can fish here. Okay. That's interesting. Just the right time to reel faster. There, okay, now we're just gonna get back to shore. Fishmonger. I've had a special order come through from customers. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay you above normal price. Tell me about it. They asked for 1 Gulf flounder and 1 great eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. The shipwright should be able to sort that for you. Have you got any fish for that order? I do. Just leave whatever you have here. I'll keep the order on ice until it's all ready to go. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Good, good. They should be pleased with these. I've got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night. And well, you know what nights are like around here. Good luck. If you're ever hunting for a specific species, check your encyclopedia. It could have the information you need. Okay. Sell that all. Okay. That should be the entirety of the debt. No, actually, like, no. Okay. Ah, they took that out. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they got a portion of it. That goes to the debt payment. Okay. Sorry, it's a mess in here. I've just been busy lately. You know how it is. Exhausting. Okay. You're going to sell that for half the price is what I thought. Okay. Coastal shallows. Okay. Okay, I want to save up for the improved outboard end room. That's going to be real nice. Okay. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Catch 2 squid and a black grouper. They only bite at night. Just the person I was hoping to see. Would you be sailing out east toward Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? Okay. The mayor hands you a small, damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. And head east. Okay. It's just over there. Okay. No, we deal with some probably eldritch and horror at some point, but this is pretty relaxing so far. And that very reason why I'm running. Well, no, it's It might just be like, hey, you've got 2 fishing rods. Let's not overthink it too much, I guess. Okay. Dock worker. What? Delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. To pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use of it. He puts a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat any time. I know how lonely it can be. You enter a brightly lit shop. It is packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewelry and other baubles. An old man peers you over silver spectacles. Hello, is that... No, I don't believe we've ever met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? No. Okay. There's no fishery. I don't know this yet. Okay. Let's see, golden shiny thing. Oh my lord. Ooh, it's a stingray. Okay, let me put you there. Yeah, I can put one more. Another little so-and-so, so what's this? Interesting. Okay, let me see what I just get back to. I just want to, like, hang out over here. Alright, stuff to DREDGE, okay. I won't take any chances. I don't think anything will attack me while I'm here in the shallows, but just in case. Okay, I'm still reading that book. Messages. 21st of August, 1927. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Great Czar N. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around, and a few items fell overboard in the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He has been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He is paranoid that he performed the step incorrectly. I have never known him to be so superstitious. Interesting. See if we can grab some fish while we're here. can sell. 'Cause I don't think I can... No, okay. Might be able to fish whatever is up ahead, though. Equipment, okay. Mayor, what can I do for you? Welcome to the last fisherman. Last fisherman? Oh, he was very unreliable. He'd go out at night, come back with no fish, and proceed to sleep all day. He was also a terrible captain. I mean, really terrible. He constantly running around in the reef, even in broad daylight. The shipwright almost ran out of wood for repairs. No, he was no good. One evening, he left and never came back. So long! He shan't be missed by us. Now, what else can I do for you? What about the wider region? Certainly. Is there something particular you wish to know more about? Freshwater. Not all schools of fish are the same. Some contain abnormal specimens. Sometimes you can even tell just by looking from the surface. I would really had his voice power, but I don't remember. I know I'm giving him something kind of like this, though. Okay. What can I do for you? I'd like to pay off some of my debt. Of course. How much? What are you willing to pay? I'd like to repay all of it. Fantastic. Now, what else can I do for you? You want a variety of tackle to catch all the fish out there. Make sure you're prepared for whatever you come across. I'll keep that in mind. Shallow versus coastal. Better engine. Alright. Okay. Document sell apparently I can't. Or I guess I don't know how to do it yet. Let's see. I need the coastal one no matter what, so yeah, sure, why not? The mayor's walking quickly towards you. He seems to be in a good mood, with a spring in his step. Fantastic news! Thanks partially to your efforts, Great Amaro is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand the facilities. The old dry docks is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger services. You might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for those projects. Lumber, metal scrap, that sort of thing. How do I get materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get all of them. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored. Don't worry if you only have half of what we need. Okay. So, if I do all of that, that actually lead to a new hull. Okay. Interesting. I shall rest. Okay, I'm still reading that book. Squid and a black grouper. I need to go fishing at night, which I'm not comfortable with. But that does feel like severe. Okay, so I do need a coastal and all that. Okay. What in the hell did I catch? Corrupted scales and bulbous eyes like nothing you've ever seen before. That was something. I got a feeling over here I'm not going to be able to because I don't have the equipment. Nope. Okay. Okay. Let's see there. Get to the fish. Get to the fish. Get to the fish. Oh my lord, hello. You know, we're just gonna flip-flop. You know what, you're just gonna... Here you go, right there. That way you keep all the fugly people together. Grotesca's right. Good lord almighty. Yeah, put you there. Okay. I see shiny objects. I'm going to go towards said shiny object. Of August 1927. Fish up on you. Okay. Leave a fishery complete. Check cabin for bonuses. I just might. Okay. Judging by the name, I imagine it's going to be that I can fish at some of these points for a little bit longer. See, I can catch one more, you know. Put you there. Okay. Alright, now to get back to safe harbor for anything else to eat me. Potentially. Of course. 10% chance to not reduce fish stock when catching fish with a rod. Nice. I love that. Okay. What is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It is a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing, and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. Got that too. That's all the fish I've got. That starch, I don't know what that is. Okay. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear, I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. I'm certain I made him creepier than that, but still, that's just... If you're wanting to get a bit more apprehensions, take a look through this book on the house. So he pulls out a book from a toolbox nearby and hands it to you. You'll feel the pages are stuck together with grease. Not to bother. Okay. So I can get another improved onboard engine. I think that's what I got for here, right? So, yeah. Then I have that peculiar engine. Simple skimmer, so that's storage. What I'm gonna want to do. Once I get the, well, I could get the weighted line now. What am I talking about? I was wasting time. So what I was going to do was, so that simple skimmer is shallow, and this is for shallow, but this one is a weird shape, and it's going to be better, so I just wanted to put it over here. So now I got that. Cool. Alright. Everything seems to be in good working order. Okay, I want to save it for... Well, I always have it for a rusty outboard engine, I think. Or does... Even the one I have now actually does better. The peculiar engine works just fine as it is. Okay. Fisherman, have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggested that she took some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Okay. So... Start sort of trading that, okay. grotesque fish. Caught a strange-looking fish, never seen anything like it in all my years. It died as soon as it was pulled from the water, but its scales are still pulsating with a strange rhythm. Don't want to handle it anymore. Have headache and ears are ringing slightly. Maybe the fishmonger at Greater Morrow will know more. A man approached me interested in what the fishmonger pulled from the fish. He wants me to meet him on Blackstone Isle. So we'll work on that at some point too. Messages. So 20th of August. 20th of August, 1927. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of the Greater Morrow. Well, I said the Greater Morrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of rods. Renamed the boat last night. Julie. Did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more serious than the wedding. Supposedly, it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. That's wife. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Black Rock Isle is there. Crescent Strand, Double Spine. Interesting. Okay. Got plenty of area to explore. Interesting. Okay. Bother catching any fish, so I think I can go to Black Rock Isle. So we're there, okay. Dock. The workshop looks though it hasn't been used in decades. It's locked. The man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson, with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a collector of many things. Art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. Give him the handkerchief. Give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable. Even after all this time, this handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance, as you can imagine. Retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I'll outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks in dark depths. Find me these lost relics, and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'm merely needing a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box and a key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Okay, so it's still not, I thought so. Okay. Oh. Bugger. I was waiting for me to make a sloppy turn. Put you right there. Put that fishy right there. Put you right there. Okay, I got one gold ring. Okay, I'm gonna wonder about what that guy wants. Okay. Am I being stupid? Definitely. It's really worth it. God, I hope so. Hey! Black Groper. Something I was looking for. Okay. Have you got any fish for that order? Yes, I do. Just leave whatever you have here. I'll keep the order on ice until it's all ready to go. Alright, come back when you have everything. Now to regular business, eh? I found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Dwronger reaches under the counter and hands you a damp, battered book. A few shimmering fish scales are stuck to the cover. Okay. And we'll sell it. Okay. Your boat's looking a bit banged up. I can repair it here if you like. Yes. They're not gonna speed back up again. Okay. I want another improved on board. Okay. But I'm also certain that getting on the light would also be a good idea. Let's do that. Hopefully help with that. Okay. What is it? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Great Czar where the current carries wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from the patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. I see plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so it shines brightly into your face. Are you really standing here in front of me? Or is this just another of the fog's tricks? The Blackstone Isle. I see a lot from up here. You know, I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you've got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. Mashke. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's pretty peaceful. It's got to be a damn sight better than this bloody town, I think. I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward, moving along. It's not so bad here. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit too. Just stack it up at Steel Point, and when you have anything, I'll pay you when the job's done. Okay. Shall rest. Plenty of stuff to do. Okay, once I get the current engine operation done, then we'll go to rods, reels, and rigs. Search for relics, find the key, find the music box, find the ring, necklace, watch. Okay, so apparently that gold ring, as I figured, I can just sell it. That's not the one he's looking for. He's looking for a key in this area. Alright. Okay. Fish. Oh no, that light there, that's gonna be a thing I need to worry about. Let me just put that up there. Just immediately just right off that area as a storage area. Oh, I already deleted that. That's what you gonna said. Alright. Rotation, put that there, and put you right there. Okay. Okay, that's also deleted. Wow. Okay. Yeah, can't fish there. I didn't think so. That's too deep. Okay. Okay, ooh, a research part. Neato, Speedo, Batman. Okay, let's put you there. Ooh, I can dredge some more. I love it. Okay, Lombard. I love it. Okay, we'll put that here. Okay, correct operation. Engines provide 5% more movement speed than listed. Nice. Okay, let's start reading rods, reels, and rigs. Oh, lamba. Okay. Greeting fellow. Hello? Is everything okay? Do you know any shipwrecks around here? Well, yes, you see. My only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there, somewhere, in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, I noticed you have some dredging equipment inside of your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. He wore a bronze belt buckle, specially engraved. I'd recognize it anywhere. If there's a chance you could find it, I'd be in your debt. Anything else I can help you with? Strange occurrences. I don't get out a lot anymore, so I don't see much of what goes on. But I do remember the old mayor in his final days. What an awful sight it was. Screaming and throwing things into the sea. "Throw it back," he would cry over and over, begging anyone who would listen, howling it to the wind. These days, I almost feel like I understand. Anything else I can help you with? Let it go. Trader. Welcome. That ain't spectacular lately. Anything special lately? Ah, the fisherman. I thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. If you're wanting to experiment with some decorations, yes, I'm the person to talk to. What sort of decorations? I can attach flags and bunting straps in style to your boat. I have a design here already that you may like. If you find any others on your travels, bring them back to me and I can rig them up for you. Of course, I can also add a splash of paint or a splash of color to your hull. I'm sorry to say that my selection of pigments is limited at the moment, though. Can I help find more pigments? He thinks for a short while. The other day, down by the shoreline, I saw a strange crab with the most strikingly vibrant coloration. My knees aren't suited to clamber over rocks and chasing crustaceans, you see. But if you caught such a creature... He clears scraps of cloth and paper from his workbench, revealing a large pestle and mortar. With the right binding agent, you can grind them together for a new mixture. He turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind. Fisherman, bring me some of those strange crabs. We'll turn your vessel into a work of art. But, for now, what can I help you with today? Which flag do you want to display? Which flag do you want to display? Ooh, good ones. There we go. As you wish. What can I help you with today? Okay, just bunting here. I'll use any leftover pigments I have to ensure a cohesive aesthetic. get back to shore before I start fishing anything. This will be the one fishing thing that I'll... Back to land, back to land. Fish monitor. Don't overcommit yourself, especially when that sun starts going down. Better to bring back a small catch than not come back at all. Yeah, I don't remember what it was I did for him. Not quite enough for that, but I know that lumber's somebody at least. Okay, that's still coming along. So there's something back there. Maybe the black dots are docks I can go to. Okay. Suits, got a lot of them. Need dredge shipwrecks to try to find a great belt buckle. Remember, you don't have to have all the materials at once. You can store whatever you have right here at the dry dock. Let's see. So I guess I gotta pick a project. Okay, so 2 cargo spaces to also hold rods, 4 rod spaces to also hold nets, 2 cargo spaces to also hold engines, 1 cargo space to also hold lights. Okay. So I'm gonna go with lights. What do I want next? Maybe go for another engine. More speed's also good. Then I could put one over to the other project as well. Okay. Don't got any scrap metal, but research. Assisted reels allow catching a significantly larger species. Flexible fishing pool hybrid design allows for more flexible fishing style. I think I want to get that, but I'm gonna need one more research part after that because I want to make it to where I can just have the one fishing rod. That'll help significantly. Then I can free myself up to get something else. That's what I'll need really far in the future. I think that's almost like the ultimate one. If I can get that one, that'd be really nice. Didn't quite have everything, but that's still 4 out of a bunch, so... that research part because I want to get that one fishing rod that can do both coastal and shallow. That way I can free up some fishing rod slots. Just rest of the next day. This is the island where the builder wants materials delivered. Good. It is where I'm delivering them. Getting metal scraps and lumber for those other projects. Okay. Start dredging here. Just rest. And we'll try dredging again. Hope that won't blow as hard. But first, let's dredge this. Another research part. Wunderbar. More lumber. I'll dump them all over here. Why not? Another thing of lumber. There. Everybody gets some lumber. Gotta love it. Okay. Let's try dredging this again. It's a goblet. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this looks real useful. Metal scraps. Ooh, okay, put that there. Might be able to dredge up a little bit more of this. Fit on here for now. Maybe I'll come back here maybe a bit later for that, but okay. Deliver all the materials. You should let the builder know. I shall, but not right now. Okay. Oh, I already could have researched it. Just being dumb. Okay. Oh, no, I can. There we go. Okay, you can spend one at a time. Okay. So I can buy the flexible fishing pole next time I'm near the person. Okay. A refined outboard engine. Then we got that. Jet drive. Relatively designed unit propels water through the system more efficiently than onboard propeller systems. Okay. Skill fishing. rods will reel in both real fish and 10% more efficiently. Nice. Gotta love that. Okay. Okay, the double builder, I did my thing. Okay. But not before I rest, because it's gonna be night. One duck, and yep. Back that way we go. Why not? Okay. Goes there. That's all I'm gonna be able to store. I'm gonna be able to get anything else. Got one more fish, and now we're going back into town to sell it and upgrade my stuff. And see how much various things are gonna be. Fish longer. Some fish prefer deeper water, while others stick to the shallows. If you're looking for something specific, it's important to know what depth you're looking at. All the fish. I suppose I could put some of the scrap wood into one of these other projects. Why not? Alright, we still also hold nets. Like cloth after that, okay. With a flexible fishing rod, that is heckin' expensive. Okay. Yeah, I still want it, but it's heckin' expensive. So. Okay, so that's gonna be some kind of distance. Builder. You've done it? Well, no sense in waiting and wasting time. Let's get moving. Okay. Good riddance to you, Great Marrow. I'm onward bound. I guess let's see if I can get there and not die. plenty of time. Don't worry. Okay. I'm still gonna be resting over here. Maybe I'll dread something if I can, but I'm gonna not want to risk crossing the water. Yes, this'll do. Thank you, fella. Give me a short while to get things built here. You're welcome back anytime. She reaches into her toolbox and pulls out a handful of components. Take these. Always good to have on hand. Why, I'd say so. Why, thank you. And... okay. Research. I'm not fishing anywhere that's volcanic at the moment, so mechanically assisted reels allow the catching of specifically larger species. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else I might want. Refined outboard engine. Okay. Then we also have anti-tangle line. 14 plus 15 is... well, I'll have the one that says that I got an upgrade to know what it said. Oh, what limited speed that listed? So, that's listed. So look at, let's call it even 32. And yeah, I'm actually gonna be probably a bit slower. That have one engine that's broken versus two. But if I were to then add an engine spot, then it'd be better to buy. Well, no, it'd be better to buy two improved onboard engines than the refined outboard. I mean, does it, like, not do... if it didn't get destroyed as easily, that makes sense. But if not, then I don't know what I'd be doing. Let's do that. Hydraulic rod. Get things I need to spend it on. I'm trying to talk about research at the moment. Okay, on dock. Just for the moment. Any dredging I can do, I'll do that real quick. So I should be able to, I feel like I can wrap up something at the one thing. Oh, you want to do? Okay. Those are rocks, I don't like that. Okay. First, we're going to dredge that up because I'm a nosy little so-and-so. Okay, and we got pearl earrings. Interesting. Okay, drop that there. Okay. A little narrow What doesn't get I fish here? Something's going on here apparently. You okay, little fisher? Yeah. Let's just move you down here. I don't want to risk health if I can. A little healthy mackerel. Same with you. Just gonna get right there. Probably all the fishing I'll be doing. Let me sell these trinkets and see if I can just get back to Greater Morrow and sell any of my things. Okay. Welcome. Found anything special lately? All the trinkets. Oh, sorry, I'm catching one thing real quick. Ooh, a trophy card. Nice. Okay. I guess that one's gonna be selling for a lot more. You're out hunting for Pacific. Okay. Practically worthless, but enough to stave off hunger. Yep, that does sell for more. Nice, okay. Okay, sell for all these. Storage. Chuck you in there real quick. Another piece of scrap. That'll be the engine slots I was looking for, but I guess I'll just be able to. No, not storage mode. I don't want that upgrade yet, because I can't fish in everything yet, just yet. And I'm just like, well, no, I can't. I have to like install them, so I wouldn't want to. Interesting. That allows me to do oceanic. Interesting. Okay. I still want to get that one to free up some stuff. So we're looking at another being like 870 to get all of this. Okay. Then I'd still like to. Could swap out that peculiar engine for another improved outboard engine. I want to get that one fishing rod first. Yeah, I want to get the flexible fishing rod first. So I'll just dock. At least not yet. I imagine I need the get fish in the ocean, you get squid. So... Massive lumps. Yeah, I saw that. That was so horrifying. May also some fishes on the boat. Dredge this up, why not? Trying to keep on that outer wheel, just got a really long stretch of solidness to it, so it's a very technical term, solidness. I'm pretty sure there's at least there's something else in there that I can do. I can always just store the super excess if I need to. Okay. There's a lot to dredge back here. Trying to be a little too cute. Nope. Got GTFO. Baka. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Oh, should I catch my rocks? Dredge all that later. First, I'm gonna have to. Fix my engine first. That was a dum-dum. That happens sometimes. There, I can move you down there. Need a speed up out there. Okay. Yes. I can fit one more of you in here. Perfect packing. Have a full cargo. Nice. This is the first time I've had it all completely packed up. Nice. Fish. fixing me engine because I did stupid. Okay. Okay. Again, I'll want this. That way I can have stuff. Okay. I'll go back out for a while anyway. So okay. I could sell both of them. Couldn't I? Basic, shallow. You do basic fishing rod does coastal. You do coastal and shallow. That's what. Alright. Alright. Okay. I do not. Okay. Okay, Raspberries could also hold nets. I could just do that as well. Let's see. Okay, so there. Metal scraps and lumber for that as well. Okay. I should be good on all of that. I would just need to. Storage. I would actually feel better if this were sideways. There we go. Alright, you know what? While I'm here, why not? Complete with the crawl net now available. Nice. But that lets me do oceanic. Now I'm sad because I want to do both. Possibly catch basic fish when deployed. A wise investment for those that want to explore the oceans. I have to remember that these don't, like, say you must, absolutely cannot be anything else. Like, this also could. Okay. Now let me add another rod on there, maybe. I'd probably have to give up fishing something. Okay, let me see. The net can do coastal. Another fishing rod again. That did like shallows. And then we put 2 more rods somewhere. Let me do. Okay. Let me look through this. So you let me do oceanic, and that would be there. And then if 2 more were allowed. How do shallow? Did I want to do also coastal? Thought I did. Whatever. just figure that out, because I'm wanting to have my cake and eat it too, I suppose, but... See if I can do that. What did I need out of that shipwreck this friggin' time? Got my phone charging over there. I need to move it to be over here, probably. Okay. Alright, let's dredge this up. Ooh, that'd be a shiny awesome thing in there. Old iron chain. Sure. Okay. God, why am I blowing at this so bad? Okay. There we go, we got that. Okay. I'm gonna just cruise around the island this way, because that's a good idea. I guess see if there's anything else to dredge. I don't think there is, but... Hello. Is everything okay? About that belt buckle. Give the belt buckle to the man? Yes. You give the belt buckle to the man. This is his. Oh. Thank you. Bless you. You've returned him to me. Please, take this. I've not any money to pay you, but this might hold some value to you. I do. Thank you. Anything else I can help you with? I found that. Something like this. Research. Publishers new nets. Ooh, okay. Higher quality mesh allows this net to hold more and last longer. The whole thing is amazing. A counterpart while still being a great option for passive income. Alright. Good to have more options. Okay. That one let me do coastal and shallow. Ooh, but no, not yet. Let's see. My storage. Your storage. My storage. Alright. I'm not much for trouble doing this, but I don't care. Okay. Nice. That's one of the things I need. While we're here, I'll be able to actually finish that order for him. Nice. There. Okay. Now to GTF. What's wrong? I do have some fish for that order. So wherever you have here, I'll keep the order nice until it's all ready to go. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. I didn't think you had it in you. Night fishing is a tall order. Been meaning to talk to you about a new business venture I've been considering. Crab pots. I've got one here for you. In fact, it's a bit banged up, but you could get it fixed at the shipwright. Crab pot ability unlocked. Deploy crab pot. Don't forget where you put it. Should be pretty straightforward. Just drop it out at sea anywhere, then come back after a day or two to check on it. Well, I've got a custom order after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. Ooh, and I can buy more crab pots. Nice. Okay. Dry docks there. Okay. That says that the light's up there. Looks like some of our equipment could use some fixing. We can repair that here. Yeah, everything do it easier. There we go. That's easy to handle. Okay. I know the controls, I promise. Okay. Both those, but that's just a more beefy coastal one. Nice. Okay. Even better. Alright. I had to figure that engine out. Actually, I don't know. I'd have to like rotate engines around and all that. Interesting. Okay. Is that speedier? Pursuits. Made to catch a crab. Not crabs. You don't want to catch crabs. Ability with left bumper deployable with X. Try catching things over time. Date varying every result. Okay. just like tomorrow. Oh, my lord. That's, that was unexpected. I can't do oceanic fishing at the moment. Probably needs to be my next thing. I probably need to see if I can get the oceanic fishing stuff. Research part. Okay. Bar. Okay. I am going to assume I have a place for this. Don't need to make that fit. Okay. So I got it for nothing. There. I might be able to bring one of you in while I'm at it. Yep, okay. I'm greedy, SOB, what can I say? Running far away, running away. Okay. Okay, that's all of the fish. That's required by the library. All these things are requiring some wood, isn't it? Okay. Burger space has a whole bronze. Okay. Need more stuff. Okay. Okay. I found me in the church. Let's onward to adventure. Hopefully not death. That'd be bad. The lighthouse towers above, waves crashing endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, human or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. To ponder the intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column of stone, shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin, its purpose exhausted? The lighthouse towers above. Well, that's just a lot to think about, I guess. Nope, you're oceanic. Okay. We don't dredge this though. More wood. Okay. Shove that fish there. Okay. We'll just shove you right there. Okay. And we'll put that mackerel right there. Fish after that. Okay. And what about y'all? Y'all want to get fished? No? Well, too bad. Getting fished. I'm not going to be able to hold y'all. I don't think I can Jenga any more into there. Okay. Nope. Okay. Doesn't have some there. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, you like big crab. Okay. Crab pot can be deployed out at sea. Yeah, I'm going to save up for the hydraulic rod, that way I can do even more fishing. Need to find scrap metal to finish that. Okay. Gonna have light spot, that's gonna be 2. I think scrap metal really at this point. Okay. looks crab pot should be more effective at capturing creatures. One in the water. Or takes efficient design allows this pot to hold more before it needs emptying. Longer in the water, that could always be good. Give myself some options, why not? Complex crab pot, better and stronger crab pot, should last longer, be more reliable, catching creatures. Alright, you can sell me these. All skills fish, yeah, okay. 3 especially 4x4. When I get through day 21, that'll stop my head starting to bug me a little bit. These fishing potentially. There we go. Okay. Grab fish real quick. Why not? Why not? But legit though, why not? Okay. So, See what this bigger crab bot gave me. Possibly asking for trouble. Let's not go that way, at least not yet. So one I'm gonna have no choice but to go over there, but not yet. What do we got here? Like fish. You just shove you right there. Okay. Just fill that space in right there. That right there. Yeah, do that. And I'll go there. Okay. Now back to shore. Before anything bad happens. I can definitely see how this game could kind of suck you in and eat some time. I don't think I do. I guess the one crab didn't get the super special one, so. Okay. It's not quite enough for that one thing, but. Just enough for... Yes, it is. Feeling prepared? I do. Assign equipment to every slot on your ship. To storage with it. Okay. not small. I is going to have a storage problem with you. I'm not careful. Yeah, I am careful. I do want to visit the builder. Ooh. Careless harvesting, depleted 25 fishing spots. Well, I want to get money, game, so don't sass me. I don't think at least I'm gonna get like rewarded for not getting as much as I can, but I could be wrong. Alright. I got a bad feeling you are actually not gonna fit if I'm not careful, so that might be pushing it best. Nothing lines up correctly. Shoot. That like the shark that's really oddly shaped. That's not helping matters. Almighty, it is a weird shape. Why do you have it so weirdly shaped? That's the problem. Okay. Back to the coast with me. Back to duck. So the rest of that was time. Well, I'm just awesome, apparently. That's how I do it. By just being freaking awesome. Scrap metal, I can't even do any more of the dry docks. I thought I could just scrap that one made. look here. People I'm watching anyway, so. Hey, thanks again for helping me move out here. I've managed to get myself set up now. Found this while I was unpacking. You should take it. Schedule book. The cover is dusty, but in otherwise good condition. Better than the other book I've been given. If you ever need to use the dock or store stuff here, be my guest. Nice dance. Engineer's companion. You should see what that will let me. Okay. The thing of we have another space to like dock that's not out in bumfrick nowhere. You at least got some couple quads. Alright, what we got here? Looks very cool. I do like it. Metal for stuff to get out dock for sure. I'm not going to be able to fit anymore. Right there. No. I'm going to do this again. Don't think I can squeeze anything else. Everything else is like permanently where it needs to be. But I still got some scrap metal. Okay, let's see if I can. I don't know if I get back there in time. We'll see. I won't whack my engine on anything. I should be fine. Put one up. I can get another engine at some point and go even faster. Okay. Be able to get a new hull. which will be very nice. Do all that, okay. Much faster. Doing my gamer thing. If I'm saying, oh, I'm just like you're soon, then I'm not stopping soon. Ooh, oh, much more easy. More easy, I like it. Okay. There we go. Now I found that crab I'm looking for. First, I fish more just to maximize my money. Because money. Oh, that's just gonna hit a spot weird, okay. Kind of a nosy little fella, so it's good one. Ooh, you big stuff. I can't catch you, you big stuff. Okay. Okay, I'm about to hit, some prick nowhere if I ain't careful, so we can go back this way. That, and we'll do that right there. And maybe try to Jenga some more of you in there, but no, we're going to go fish something else. Oh, yes, I can do that. Yes, there we go. Okay. That fit any better. Guess we need a bigger ship at certain points. Others do it. Alright. I do actually. Smoker wraps up the crabs and hands you some money. Diesel do. Glad you got some. Use that old pot. You can always buy more here or repair damaged ones at the shipyard. I have one final request for you. As you've seen, some fish around here can develop odd deformities. What do you think happens to a person that eats the flesh of one of those mutants? They go mad? Well, perhaps, but I want to know for sure. Bring me a mutant fish. Any will do. Just keep this between the two of us. Could I not? That seems sketch, man. Okay. That one's only give me like 2 more. I don't know what I'd use it for, so I can just. We all need to get more use out of an extra. Light from the extra fishing sign. A cloudy lens, okay. I need to upgrade all of them no matter what, but making 2 lumber and then go from there. Nice. Well, that'll give the fishmonger what he wants. Yeah, I'll think about doing it short now. Which one sells for more by default? Alright, you can have the real flounder. Doesn't sell for as much. The fishmonger takes the aberrated fish from you. He clutches it close to his chest, wringing his hands around its slimy body. Yes, this should do nicely. Here's what the fish is worth. And why don't you take these too? They're of no use to me. Do you hear that? It sounds like the faintest whispering. You listen. Silence. In the stillness of the room, the fishmonger's hands begin to tremble. His face grows anguished. Please, sell what you need and leave. I must deal with this creature. Quickly now. The fishmonger's door slams behind you. You hear the heavy scraping of a metal bar sliding across it. Bro, what are you doing? Do I want to know what you're doing? Good question, I don't want to know what you're doing. Good lord. You're good designing some abominations of fish, man. Jesus H. Okay. It's alright. IRL places. Not the best looking neither. Okay. So. We're doing some research. Again, I don't know why I want the refined onboard engine unless it like can take more damage. Which means doesn't do a whole lot, but twin prop. Engine is outfitted with a dual propeller system, increasing speed. Nice. I do feel like the way that I've got my ship upgraded though, I'll be able to take full advantage of it. What I might be able to do is like get the twin prop and then the jet drive. But it's good to have options. Got to have your options. Okay. I got the research done, so why not? Be happy about that. Okay. Equipment types that use durability will lose it 10% slower. Nice. I love that. Okay, I need wood. What do we got? I'll sleep. Okay, let's look around. So like gots to make money every day, but it's always nice, obviously. A rotten mast lays down on the island, half hidden by the foliage. At its base, an old boat is cracked in two. Inside, ooh, a rotten mast. Okay, so bag of doubloons. Ooh, and ooh. Okay. Put you there. No scraps will go there. Bolt of cloth will put there. Then I want to really up there one now. Dadgummit. Okay. Put you there. Okay. We're going to sell those doubloons and then probably should stop soon anyway. Probably should try to figure out what I might want to do for dinner plus all of each or what food, so okay, dredge it up. Dredge it up. Should be enough for the last upgrade in that one tier. I was presuming that I was gonna get more wood. And I did. Now we're gonna get to docks. Oh god. Okay. Not that greedy. You know, where is it? Back up the food. There you go. Okay. Storage. Okay. Store it. Okay. better. The color looks great. Paint. Okay, now I think I see what got painted up here. What's up? What got painted? No, I gotta wait to reorganize all that. There's no way. Blinding headaches today. Did you come by yesterday? I don't recall. Anyway, what can I do for you? So start on the new hull. The new hull. To find refined metal. I guess if I find it. Just from that notification, we're gonna get rid of there. Okay. I'm just gonna stop it here. It was fun though. This is the last game as I figured it was gonna be. So I haven't dealt with too many Eldritch Horrors yet, if any. So yeah. So I'll do the next stream, which will probably be Thursday. So